Hello, my name is Laboni Islam, and it is an honor to be shortlisted for this award. I will be reading from my chapbook Light Years, published by Baseline Press. Before reading each poem aloud, I will describe the poem's appearance on the page. The first poem is called Lunar Landing 1966, and it has long lines that go down the length of the page in pairs, with the exception of one line that appears on its own, and this is the line that contains the word vanishing. Lunar Landing 1966, East Pakistan. Ablutions done, 5 children flung rugs onto the floor. 10 knees pressed craters into velvet pile, plush like the humid day descending. The moon was rising in another room, where my grandfather turned the dial on a newfangled television. He wore his hair parted like his country, strands falling to one side or another according to inclination and where the comb went through. Dragging their dusty tails, 5 children came like comets, stood blinking like stars. My mother's memories are bright crescents, waxing and waning, orbiting a center that's spinning on its axis. Would her father have been alive? A probe had landed, star-spangled on the moon, softly in the ocean of storms. For hours it transmitted slow, gray pictures from space. The rocks, the footpad, the tripod's shadow. People applauded aluminum tubing as an antenna, with a bug's sensitivity tossed data across the 400,000 kilometer synaptic gap to Earth. Signals received, broadcast. My mother tucks a silver hair behind her ear. She says they should have been teenagers when the spacecraft landed, that it was star-spangled, not the hammer, the sickle, and the star. If children, then no television, but the television was there, the moon in it, and her father's face full, but vanishing through phases. I have seen the same side of her my whole life, the side with the storms astronomers say may be scars from her early history, a cataclysmic impact. My mother assembles frames into a horizon called Father. The moon reflects the light of 4 sons, 1 daughter. The second poem is called Counting, and this poem has short lines that go down the length of the page, mostly in pairs, with the occasional single line. Counting. Sister, in lunar years, we are older. Between high and low tide, the moon tugs water, its turbulence smoothing us as sea glass. How many times have we turned ourselves over and over, felt sand falling through? Geese flock home, and we are thinking about time, about meridians made prime. Lightning scorches sky, expanding air like a lung that seeks its first shape. Have we been honest with ourselves? Questions fork brightly through our bodies, and we count seconds till the clap. And this third and final poem is called First Shakespeare Class 911. It is a poem for 2 voices, and it goes down the length of the page in 2 columns. On the left, the thoughts of the student sitting in class, and on the right, the voice of the professor taking attendance alphabetically. There are a few italicized lines, and these are lines from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, which you may recognize. I will read for both voices and pause to do my best to indicate where the voice shifts. First Shakespeare class, 9/11. I stare at the syllabus while the professor calls names alphabetically. A. We will study comedies, histories, tragedies. B. Today was tragedy, smoke and flame, a million girders collapsing inside and outside bodies. C. Not any form of faith my father taught me. Quietly upon carpet, the 99 names of God. D. We will learn to scan lines for stressed beats, where breath falls, long and heavy. E. In Romeo and Juliet, I too will ask, what's in a name? And consider the predicament of roses. F. Years ago, from backyard roses emerged a bee. It stung and G. A red welt bloomed, but I have no perennial fear of roses. I love my name, yet my name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Islam? Every face a startled mirror where I see myself distorted. Islam? What tongue shall smooth thy name? Thank you.